Hey, what's up guys, your boy Joe Slam back with another video. Inside this video we'll be ranking the best assassin brawlers inside the game, starting from the worst to the best. Let's hop straight into it. In our 16th spot here, there's 16 assassins in the game. That's actually too much for my liking, I'm not gonna lie. We got 6 assassins this year only, but we're gonna start off with Sam. Now Sam, when he first got his hypercharge, became the best brawler in the game instantly, and then they heavy nerfed it, and then they kind of give it a little bit of buff, but it just takes him still the whole game to get the hypercharge. And then even with the hypercharge, he just gets a squad wipe. That doesn't mean you're gonna win the game. Sometimes he doesn't get the squad wipe, but with that being said, he's just feeds, and it's just hard for him to get consistent kills. He was really a strong brawler in the beginning, and then they nerfed his star power. They nerfed a few different things about him, and now he's just a feeding tank. And like, unless the enemy team just picks the most squishiest brawlers of all time, then that's the freest matchup he's gonna get. And even in that situation, he still would just be trash. So it's like a super skilled brawl to have, and it just takes him a long time to get hypercharge. Definitely not thriving in this meta. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Coming in at number 15, we have Edgar. I want him to be in last place, but Sam's just abomination. But you know, we still got Edgar pickers in 2025. Absolutely insane. I don't even know how you have fun on that brawler. Hiding in a bush and jumping on your teammate or jumping on an enemy and then getting absolutely blasted, like, is not fun. But they're gonna be picking up Edgar. Edgar's pretty bad. He's probably gonna get a rework soon. I hope he gets a rework. I know all the Edgar fans will be hating the rework though, because they just like hiding in the bush and jumping on people. So it's gonna be absolutely insane to see Edgar rework, but he definitely needs it because he's just buns. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. At number 14, we have Leon. One of the most feared brawlers of all time, is now just a gimmick kind of legendary brawler. There's so much brawlers with literally invisibility. Like, there's literally a brawler with invisibility as his gadget, her gadget. Literally multiple brawlers have this ability, like, and it's sad that that's Leon's whole super now. Like, his is like 6 or 5 seconds or something like that. Theirs is like 3-4 seconds, so it's basically the same thing. So it's actually insane how trash Leon has become. He still counters in like these snipers, bro. There's just so much better options to counter snipers, so much better combos to counter snipers, and just to run them down, get more confirmed kill, have one-on-one ISO ball with them, like brawlers like Lily, who are also assassins. So he just basically got immediate power crept, and like, I don't even know how he's gonna get not power crept, because if you even buff Leon by a little bit, he's just gonna be a terror and menace to society, cycling his hypercharge and super, and we do not need that. So let's hop straight into our next brawler. Next up, we got number 13, we got Fang. Now Fang got picked a lot in this ranked meta just because, you know, he was free and people thought that means he was good, so they just insta picked him. He's only good on like hot zone, ring of fire. Other than that, he's pure buns, so stop picking him. But with that being said, here he's mid. Like he used to be a squad wipe machine, but now he can't have a squad wipe. He dies too much when he uses a super. He takes a long time to get his hypercharge. Once used to be super broken, it's now not that broken at all. So he just got super power crept. You know, 6 assassins this year, I mean last year, or was it this year? I don't even know, but it was 6 assassins in the year. So they all came with like insane stuff, and then they all of course gave him a hypercharge before they gave a lot of other brawlers like hypercharge, like Pam. But it's insane to say that Fang fell off so hard. How he did fall off is actually, I like it, because he was a squad wipe machine. We have Miko. So that monkey is only good in heist. I used him, I spam him in ranked for heist because he could just run down and just hit the safe because of that star power, dealing more damage to objects. So he's actually just good for heist. Other than that, do not play him. If you play him, you're just going to be banned, and you will be tilting, and you will be losing, and you'll be throwing for the enemy team. I mean, throwing for your team. So if you love your elo, only pick him in heist, and don't pick him first pick in heist either, because that's a horrible thing to do. Pick him when they pick a couple squishy or sniper type brawlers that you could run over or kill even, or just like stay alive from. Don't pick him into like brawlers like Bull, who if you jump on, you will be getting sent to the you'll be getting sent to the shadow room essentially. Number 11, we have another heist warrior. We have Melody. Once was like a really good brawler into just everything, you know. Side Temple used her in World Finals to just dominate. Now we have Kaze, so we don't need her. Trash ass. So she could get up out of here. And Melody is just only good for heist, and she's not even that good because she gets countered by Amber, Cord, like just Charlie, like so much other really good, just consistent heist brawlers just counter her. So she's like, get up out of here, you know. But you could still like pick her, like if people pick like, you know, Bonnie or like Daryl or like brawlers that, you know, are easy to hit. pick her, get free hypercharge. I'm yawning because Melody is just pure buns now. I remember everyone used to glaze her. Now it's Kaze. It's just like, what other assassin kind of brawler lady are they gonna glaze next? You know what I'm saying? Coming at number 10, we have Mortis, top 10, just because of his hypercharge and just because people glaze him. Now let me stop. But he's really good when it comes to first and squishy teammates. He's very skill based, except when you get that purple button, it's a free squad right machine. But other than that, inside the ranked, he's pretty easy to counter. If only, like, let's say if you're picking like Draco or Bo or something like that, then I could see the use case for him. But other than that, you're gonna be facing off against other like people who could stop you easily. So don't pick Mortis inside the rank. Definitely not inside of my ranked games. So I don't want to see you picking Mortis. All right, unless you're like the GOAT. Okay. Next up, we have Ali, and she fell off, and I'm actually so happy how she fell off because she used to be like Miko times like Leon times like Kenji times like Mortis. Like what the flip was she? That wasn't even a brawler. That was just like, let's see how good we can make a brawler in 2025. That was literally Brawl Stars. Of course, it had to be an assassin. Literally, walk on water, turn invisible, deal damage, more damage to tanks, get a rage mode, increased range when she has her rage mode. Like, how much traits and abilities was we trying to give this brawler? She could dash and she could jump. Make it make sense, but she's nerfed now. Her reload speed is pure buns, so she's free to kill, and she doesn't deal as much insane pure damage. Actually using it, I'm yawning again because she's butt now, and I'm happy. Pure happiness is out of me. I am actually looking crazy. But with that being said, Ali is pure buttons. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Number 8, we have Stu. We have to put on the glasses to gain some kind of aura. Now, Stu's consistent. He has good gadgets, good, mobility. He's really good with Stu dashing. If you don't know how to Stu dash, don't pick up the Stu. Do not come into my rank games. But other than that, if you do know how to Stu dash, you can play him into some Google stuff. If they pick one too many throwers and they banned out some aggros like Kit or whatever the case may be, or Lily, you can pick Stu, break down the walls, get close to them with your hypercharge or with your super Stu dashing around them. A lot of versatility, a really good, decent pick brawler. Could be underwhelming because he doesn't have that much insane burst of damage to be an assassin, but he's still an assassin because he gets the job done fine. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. We got Buzz. Now, Buzz is just a good counter pick to like certain tanks or other assassins because of his good star power, where it allows him to stun 0.5 more seconds. And he's just a good counter pick. I don't think he's like a assassin you'd be like, oh, I have to pick this to kill like the enemy. I feel like other brawlers, other assassins, I should say, are just more consistent with doing that. But he's very consistent into dealing damage against like tanks or other aggros and shutting them down because of his stun, which makes him very strong as a counter pick. With that being said, he's not I'm gonna first pick him kind of assassin. Coming in number 6, we have Kenji. Now, me personally, I put him at number 1 just because I'm the best Kenji to ever exist. But with that being said, Kenji just overall really strong, really good. I literally almost single-handedly hit Masters 2 with just insta picking Kenji most of my games, just because, like, no, don't do it if you suck with Kenji or you just sick of the game in general. But like, if you're like me, a lot of people just really don't know how to counter Kenji, in my opinion. So it's like I was just like frying them with my supers and just doing everything I wanted to do with them. But like, he's not as broken as much. His hypercharge is still really good, just because he doesn't zoom in auto on it. You can still zoom in auto on it, if you know what I mean. You can still get that Tara like pull on it if you're just know how to aim. So like, he's still really good, still really a consistent kind of brawler, and the glaze must commence. You gotta glaze a brawler like Kenji, one of the most popular brawlers to ever come out as a legendary. So very fun assassin, one of the most least annoying assassins in my opinion, honestly. Coming at number 5, we have Shade. Now, Shade essentially here is just really good when it's depends on the map, but I had to put him number 5 because of how good he is when he's on those certain maps. You could just take over a game and 1v3 for your whole team, have a lot of scenarios where he's literally the GOAT. So with that being said, you definitely need to upgrade, or just he's one of the best assassins inside of the game here, just because of his hypercharge, because of his versatility when it comes to those those maps and modes, because he could be played in hot zone. If you don't know, with the walls, you could be played in gen grab, you could play in brawl ball, you could be playing on bounty, layer cake with all those walls as well. So it's like there's a lot to be played, there's a lot to be done with that brawler, and yeah, he's really strong right now, and I don't even know if he's gonna get nerfed, because they might nerf his damage, but he's gonna be still really good. Like, he's super strong. Number 4, we have Crow. Now, the reason why I put Crow over Shade, because Crow is just more consistent now. He's just been popping the ball over ranked, and he's genuinely annoying because he stops me from healing, bro. Like, genuinely, like, pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, but he's really good because, you know, obviously he could keep his range. He got good range. You know, he could be ticking away and stops people from healing up. Really consistent on a lot of maps. He could slow people. He could shield himself. He could jump on people with his hypercharge or whatever. You know, he's not that good in Heist anymore, but because it takes him the whole game and he can't even eat the whole safer with because, you know, of the shield. But very good. You know, very consistent assassin. But now we're going to hop in straight into these assassins where they make you want to quit the game. Like, they make you really want to just, like, I can't do nothing about it. Like, Shade is, like, on that list. But I just had to give Crow the bump because of how consistent he is. Shade is not as consistent as he is. But, like, the other brawlers are just disgusting. Every game, I have to ban or pick these brawlers in ranked, and it's disgusting. Coming number 3, we have Lily. Ability to turn invisible, pop up in your face, give you 2-time slappy tappy. Give you just 2 slaps in the face, you're dead. Able to go in hypercharge form. Hypercharge hits you, puts you in the shadow realm. Take all your gems that's laying on the floor, pick it up, go invisible, run away in the opposite direction. Absolute cinema. You know how much like times you pull off a trick like that and it's able to just deal insane damage. She's able to kill tanks in that mode, so it's actually insane. So generally a brawler everyone fears. Most of it has one of the highest ban rates inside of ranked. By I don't even have to check up on my list. There's no way. Like, literally in almost all my ranked games, except for obviously a super open map, she's banned or she's picked. No question asked. Especially in gem grab, especially in brawl ball. A lot of times, even in hot zone, it's getting ridiculous. And then number 2, we have Kaze. Just the ability to get her hypercharge, get her super like this. Then ability to have her gadgets. Why is her gadgets 5 seconds long? Why is her gadgets 5 seconds long? So she's able to just get her gadgets, and then her spam out her gadgets. She could just do 3K on your forehead, or she could switch into her other form, run through your whole lineup, and deal massive damage. And then she could throw, get area control. She could just do so much. And it's just like, now that people understand her, she got to be banned. A lot of people got to ban her. She got to go. Banned or pick. You know, a lot of times, I'm not going to lie, I carry with the Kaze. Free Kaze. But, like, nah, bro, she got to get nerfed. Like, nerf this brawler. And last but not least, we have Cord. Absolutely abomination. Like, I didn't know a simple flipping damage increase would make him be back in the meta so hard. You know, honestly, I never thought Cord would be back in the meta, but this just shows you that Supercell brawlers, they can literally buff whatever brawl they want and just make it meta. Like, Jessie could be meta one day just because they want to buff something. She could literally just be meta, and her turret could just be like unkillable or something like that. Like it's not insane. Like, they could take whatever brawl they want and just make that brawl broken. Like, Cord, they just gave him a little damage buff. Now everyone's like, put him in the shadow realm. He could jump. He could time people out. He just take people out the hypercharge state. Now I understand why that's just wrong, but like before he was still able to do that, but now just with a simple damage increase, and I wasn't like a huge, but it was a good decent one. All of a sudden he's like broken. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, join the Slam RB. These are the best assassins inside the game. All of them ranked. So like, we're out of here. Road to 10K.